Alright guys, this video is called The Website That Changed My Life, the YNC, or the Young News Channel. I think it's very important to talk about this because this is legitimately a website that changed my life and my perspective of life and how I decide to do things sometimes. And the reason why I say that is because this is one of the most atrocious sites, if not the most atrocious site that I've ever seen in my life, the most disgusting, horrific site I've ever seen. And why do I say that? It's because this is a site of murders, people being killed and harmed on camera, on video, on cell phones, or on surveillance cameras in front of stores or in houses. This website changed my life because of how horrific and violent people can be and how horrible it is, and just makes me think twice before I flick someone off or get an argument with someone. And I mean, on this website, you see people's chests getting cut open, their hearts being pulled out while they're still alive and beating. You'll see people getting their heads chopped off while they're alive, shot in the head while they're alive. You'll get people see people on the ground being stabbed to death while they're alive with their hands behind their back and their mouths muffled. And a guy gets a ginormous knife and just starts stabbing them in the stomach and the chest till they die. You'll see the most horrific things you've ever seen in your life, ever, right? Just ever. You see people burned alive with gasoline. You see people castrated, their penis cut off, their balls cut off while they're alive. Eyes pulled out. You'll see skin torn off. I've seen a guy, the skin getting torn off alive. You'll see a guy get his arm sawed off while he's alive. You'll see women and men and children get run over by cars. They're still alive with their guts spilling out, and then they finally die. Some of them are already dead. You'll see heads get ran over by trucks and explode, all caught on camera. And these are all videos. These aren't pictures. Everything I just mentioned is a video, either recorded on a cell phone or recorded on some type of fucking recording device. You'll see guys get assassinated, just a random guy while they're eating at a restaurant and walk up to him and shoot him in the head with a pistol. You'll see guys with AK-47s walk up to people, shoot them once in the chest, and they just fall over. Whew, what else did I see? I mean, you see everything, right? Literally, guys getting beat to death with hammers. I've seen guys on this website fight to the death with machetes, and you'll see a guy grab another guy, slam him onto the ground, throw his machete out of his hand, and start striking him in the neck with his machete till his head falls halfway off, and he bleeds to death, and he surrenders, and I guess waits for the police to come get him. You'll see guys killing children. You'll see guys doing horrific things. You'll see children already dead from burning or from fucking getting hit by a car or falling off something, or dad throwing them off a fucking roof of a building. You'll see some really horrific shit. You'll see a lot of dead women, a lot of dead women that are killed by their husbands and their boyfriends over an argument or over accused them of cheating or divorcing or whatever. You know, they want to get divorced, so they'll kill them, maybe even kill the kids. I mean, this is the most atrocious website that's ever existed, in my opinion. I know there's a lot of gore websites called Core this, Core that, but this one that takes the cake is the most videos of atrocious murders I've ever seen. The other ones usually got pictures with a few videos. This one's just full of fucking videos. Yeah, they got pictures, and it's updated daily, and it's from all over the world. So every day you log in, you're gonna see a new death that just happened the day before, that day, or like 2 days before. And it's from all over the fucking world, and it's fucked up. It's suicides life on Facebook. They got every fucking suicide life on Facebook on that website. It's atrocious shit. Whenever you see murders like on the news, well, they'll have the video footage or the pictures of it raw, and it's pretty fucked up. So when you see the mass murdering killers from these fucking dudes from Las Vegas and all that shit, you'll get to see raw footage on this website. So that's why I said it's the website that changed my life, and the way it changed my life is, like I said, it made me change my perspective of how precious life is and how you need to relax and not treat people bad and just not be egotistical and fucking think you're tough. When I go to the gym and work out, I'm always keeping the back of my mind, hey dude, I see these guys walking around with their chest pumped up, they're really muscled up and they think they're big shit, and I'm just like, dude, working out and being strong can only take you so far. You could be a mixed martial artist, boxer, whatever the fuck you want to be, jiu-jitsu guy. All that shit can only take you so far, you know? You're still a human. You can still fucking hurt yourself from exercise and break your fucking knee, your ankle. See it all the time. You can fucking just injure yourself from lifting too heavy. No matter how tough I think I am, or like I work out and get big muscles and shit and I feel cool, I always check myself and be like, dude, you're a human. Any one of these motherfuckers could come and stab you 1 or 2 times and you'll be crying down on the fucking floor. And that's exactly what I tell myself. Any one of these fucking dudes can get a gun and shoot me 2 times and I'll be crying that I'm gonna fucking die and I can't do shit, you know, to save my family or stay with them. So I mean, that's just something that you gotta take into consideration when you watch these videos. I think, I'm not telling you to, if you're of age, 18 and over, I think you should watch these videos, and it'll give you some humility. It'll make you have respect, and it'll make you treat people better, because you hope that nothing happens like that to them or you. And it'll just make you look at life in a new perspective, and it'll humble you, and it'll depress you, and it'll make you sad, but it'll humble you. And it'll just show you that life is fragile. Life can be ended easily. No matter how strong, no matter how badass you are, no matter how great with moves you can do, jiu-jitsu and break arms and legs and knock motherfuckers out with boxing, whatever. You can be a champion weightlifter, lift 300, 400, 500 pounds, and someone will come up to you with a knife or a gun and end your life in a second. If you don't believe that, watch these videos. I mean, there are like legit black belt jiu-jitsu guys on there getting into street fights, and they're getting shot to death, stabbed to death, and it goes over the story, and it has a link to the story of who the guy that just got killed was. And they're guys that can fight, you know, but if a dude stabs your ass or shoots you, all that fighting don't mean shit, because the fighting is like it's offensive, right? It's like what you can do to harm someone else. It's how much energy you can output, how skilled you are, but it doesn't make your body capable of more defenses. Like, you can't train your body to take a bullet or a fucking knife. Yeah, you can train it to output more energy and hit harder and faster and slam people and all that shit and break legs. But what can you do to defend yourself against a bullet or a gun or a fucking knife? Not much. So I just thought that's very important to put out there. This is kind of a short video, but it made me drive more carefully. It made me make sure that I drive a bigger vehicle instead of a smaller vehicle, because there's a lot of videos of wrecks on there, and you see that mostly the smaller vehicles are the ones with all the occupants half their heads hanging off their body. And what I mean is, like, look at the nose up, it's peeled back and their little brains hanging out. And the metal in the car, when they wreck into each other, is like shrapnel. So I mean, the doors bend inwards and cut your body open in half. The steering wheel goes down, and your knees and your legs are going inside out, like they're backwards, like your legs are bent the opposite direction, and there's blood and torn open knees and everything, and kneecaps hanging off on the ground. Car wrecks are atrocious, and if you watch this website, you'll have a respect for driving that you never had. You won't want to speed, and I think it's very good for these real life scenarios to have humility, to watch the YNC, the Young News channel, and it's very important to watch that website. I think it's something everyone in their life has to do, because you won't understand what real life is until you watch that website. And it changes my perspective of a video I'm going to do, because I'm going to do a video later called, what is it called? Idealistic versus realistic. And I believe, you know, I'll get into that video later, but that's a lesson on realistic. So if you want to know what realistic is, watch the Young News channel, and you'll realistically see what happens to you in real life when you run into one of these scenarios, and it's really bad, and I don't want that shit to happen to anyone. So watch this channel so you can learn to avoid certain fucking things, the YNC, the Young News channel. And I mean, just have a respect for life, and fucking respect for yours and others, and treat people good, because any one of them fucking things on the videos can happen to anybody. They're atrocious, man. Atrocious. So do me a favor, do yourself a favor. If you're over 18, you're an adult, check out the Young News channel, but do it on your own. Don't fucking try to sue me or no stupid shit, because you watched the video. You're a fucking adult, like I say in all my videos. Watch a fucking video at your own discretion. If you're fucking if you want to watch it, watch it. If not, don't fucking watch it. Do I recommend people watch it to humble themselves? Yeah. And to understand how bad life can get? Yeah. So I'm just leaving that out there. You watch this fucking video at your own discretion. So you're a fucking adult. Don't fucking blame me if it traumatizes you or makes you sad. Just look at what real life looks like, man. That's what it can be. So anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. That's the website that changed my life, humbled me, made me think of things twice, made me drive safer, made me drive bigger vehicles, and it also made me treat people with more respect and avoid fighting with people and arguing with people for no reason. I don't like to honk at people when I'm in a vehicle because you can just get shot to death and stabbed to death. Just keep that in mind, guys. I mean, I understand that 9 times out of 10 nothing happens when you get in an argument with someone or you honk at them, but I know people in my family that were shot or that were killed in an argument, and I know other people that were too. So just keep that in mind, that 9 times out of 10 everything's okay, but there's always that one time where your life changes. Alright, just want to throw that out there, guys. Y'all stay safe. Appreciate you.